Hi everyone, you're welcome to the Lores Studios. I'll be talking about obfuscating an Android app with Proguard. Obfuscating the code should make it far more difficult for attackers to reverse engineer apps. So we'll be using the free Proguard tool in the Android Studio IDE to actually obfuscate the source file. And I will be using a web interface called javadecompilers.com to actually get your source your APK decompiled, whereby you get your Java files, your manifest, and some other core files in your APK. In Android Studio, I have an application called Barcode Reader. It's one of those applications I created, and in my previous tutorials, I'll be showing you the directories in this particular application. In my Java classes, I have the barcode capture, the barcode graphic tracker, the tracker factory, and the main activity. I want you to take cognizance of these activities. The barcode capture activity, and even the UI camera package. For you to obfuscate your code, you have to go through one or two steps. But for us to be clear on the two parts of the APK, first APK will be the unobfuscated code APK, while the second will be the obfuscated APK. Now I'm going to build this particular application without obfuscating, so that we'll get to decompile and see the source files that we will actually see in the decompiling. So I'll be building this up. Just a build APK. We'll build this APK in the debug mode. I'll be going to the directory of where the source file sits to get the directory to the build APK. Get its output APK. Now I'll be moving down to the Java decompilers to get the APK right in there. The barcode, the build, output, APK, the debug APK. You get it there, you upload and decompile. So you get the APK uploaded to the server of the Java decompilers, and it's going to actually decompile it using the JADX decompiler. So you're going to exercise little patience depending on the speed of your internet. Here we go. We're going to look at the Java classes directory, the COM, the barcode reader. Do you notice we still have our classes, maintained? The barcode graphic, the barcode tracker factory Java class, the capture activity, the main activity, even the barcode graphic tracker. We also have the build config. Now let's get to look at the UI camera package. We have it right intact. The camera source preview, the camera source, just the same thing with the Java classes we have here. So it can be easily decompiled, and they get to, use the source code that you might have labeled to develop. Now I'm going to show you how to obfuscate your source file in our Android Studio. You move to Build Gradle, the module app session. In the build types, you must have a release version, definitely, before you can upload to stores. In the minifile enabled, you need to change the false to true. After doing that, you need to synchronize with Gradle. By synchronizing now, you have your build APK, but I need to sign this particular APK. I move to my build, generate a signed APK. Now I've created a JKS key store, you know, right before. So I have it in the directory desktop. But you can as well create your new. If you don't have any APK, just create a folder anywhere where the directory will move by just clicking on creating new. You pick a directory, you give a password, you give your alias, the password, and confirm this. You fill in some certificate details: the first name, last name, organization, unit, city or locality, and so on. You click on OK. You get passed to the step whereby you'll be able to build an APK. But now I have my own JKS, which I've gone through that aspect. I have to choose this, and as well I need to give my keystore password I used in registering it. And the key password. I click on next and finish. If you're doing this right at the first time, you get to notice some obfuscating details that will continue to show at the Gradle console. It's going to actually show a series of calls to the obfuscating processes. Now I've built successfully and generated a signed APK. I need to move down to directory to check for the signed APK, which usually sits at the app release.apk. You need to have a release attached to the app.apk. This shows that it has been signed. I go back to my Java decompilers, try to refresh. So it's going to have a copy of what I've done earlier. I pick my choose file. Let me be sure that I'm on the APK decompiler. I have to click my APK decompiler. Click on the choose file. Search for the release APK. Click on that. Upload and decompile. Here we go. With the directories to the source files. Let's get to look at the Java classes. The COM, studios, barcode reader. Can you notice the names of all the classes we saw earlier on has been obfuscated with different name, and you can actually know the length of source code that were used. No, they actually disappeared and they are given another name which they're not looking clear. You only have the main activity and the barcode capture activity. What about the barcode graphic, the barcode graphic tech tracker, the barcode tracker factory? No, they are all gone. Let's get back to look at the UI, the camera. We have a bountiful pieces of codes which have been obfuscated. You can't really know which one is working with each other. Get to look at the UI camera. You only have the camera source preview, the graphic overlay. You keep on seeing lots of files to use. This is actually not going to be easy for anyone to re-engineer your APK. Now, this is security measures to your build. You can start to include the Proguard in your Gradle and synchronize with Gradle and get it wrapped with your source files and have an obfuscated APK which will be ready for stores and be quite good for your business. Thank you very much for hanging out with me throughout this session, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.